Doubles and coffee. PNM crying. You know, PNM, all you really shattered in chaos, you know who your leader is, and you can't even take a little pressure. Imagine the PNM say they walk out of parliament because of the undemocratic rulings of the speaker. First of all, Speaker Jagdeo Singh, and for me, he's a warrior in the politics. I find he's be too fair and explaining and giving PNM the chance and thing and following the standing orders and explaining to them nicely, respectfully and so on. For me, I find he too nice, because when I was sitting down in that Senate with Kangaroo, all you understand, you know what it was, but sometimes when you're in a war and you're fighting, you don't realize how strong you are, you know. You don't realize what a warrior you are, you know. Because let me tell you something. Them PNM crying, and what they get, or their perceived pain, is about 0.01% of what Kangaroo used to be dropping up in the Senate and the blue hair lady down in the parliament, in the lower house, on the UNC. Y'all go, like all you don't remember. I feel after this doubles and coffee add on, I will get Vishnu to add on the piece to show all the little pieces and little tidbits of Kangaroo, you know. The other time in 30 minutes, she jump up and interrupt me 21 times. Faris and Randall Mitchell, like two little girls jumping up and down with the tight pants, up and down, calling standing orders. Sometimes the PNM didn't even call standing orders. And Madam President Kangaroo will come and interrupt me when I ask, what standing order? You are arguing with me? You do what I say and do no standing order, no rulings, nothing. She conducting it. But we never get rattled. We keep fighting on. They stop me 21 times in 30 minutes. One time we debating immigration. And this lady get up, no PNM call, no standing order, and said, Senator Roberts, just because it's an immigration bill, don't mean you can debate everything about immigration. All you don't know, Christine Kangaroo and the blue-haired lady, Anissa George, were two of the most oppressive, wicked, venomous, rabid PNM in the history of parliaments in the Caribbean. But the UNC didn't cry and run out all the time. If we walk out, it was on occasion when it was abused over and over, and it was oppressive, it was tyrannical, it was just illogical. How many times we wanted to debate COVID-19, a pandemic, and blue hair lady and Kangaroo say no, this doesn't qualify of an issue of national importance. How many times the PNM could get up there, Fitzgerald at Talbot, narcolepsy, sleepy, wooden sativa, and ride a horse with an 8-year-old boy in the lap, getting up and talking the most vile nastiness, and they just letting them go. But as Saddam Hussein or Rudal Munilal or Kamla Prasad Visesa start to drop some blows on them, they interrupted. Keep it tight. Relevant standing orders. Standing orders only apply to the opposition back then with Bridget Blue Hair, Anissa George, and Kangaroo. And now the PNM crying that Jagdeo Singh, a very diplomatic, eloquent, quiet, disciplined, respectful speaker who gives his judgment and his decisions with explanation, that he is undemocratic and oppressive. What about when the blue hair lady abused Saddam Hussein like he's some little schoolboy and she's a head mistress? Illogical nonsense. When we wanted to debate the setting up of a tribunal to investigate Paula May Weeks and Rowley with the collapse of the Police Service Commission, the blue hair lady say, just come and vote. No discourse, no debate. And them talking undemocratic. Christine Kangaroo was the worst, most oppressive, nepotistic, biased, sickening PNM, preaching the gospel of the PNM. The first time I ever get up to talk in the Senate, I make about 36 seconds before she jump up to start attack me. And then telling me about my voice too loud. Look, my voice loud here. My mother make me so. My father make me so. I can't whisper. My daughter said, Daddy, why you whispering? Don't try. When you tell in secret, the whole world will know. That is what my daughter tell me. Because I can't whisper. When I'm coaching my children, my athletes could hear me underwater. This woman said that tell me about tone it down. No standing order. Nothing about tone it down. Everything interrupting and stopping and thwarting the UNC opposition. The PNM get 2 little rulings against them and they cry and walk out. A bunch of mama pools. The head mama pool being this Kareem Marcel. Me, you know, what going on with the PNM, you know. All of them men better check all yourself because them trying to wreck the normal vicissitudes of manhood. They're trying to turn it into mama poolism. And them run and cry from what? Speaker Jagdeo Singh, the Honorable Speaker. But I tell you, all you now know that the UNC is really warriors. I now know. So to my Senate colleagues from opposition, the Honorable Wade Mark, the Honorable Jolene John, Senator Naked, Senator Jayanti Lakshmidiyal, Senator Damian Lyda, I say fellas and ladies, I now understand how powerful y'all are, y'all were, and how y'all fought for this country through the most oppressive regime of the President of the Senate, PNM, and the Speaker of the House, PNM. And now PNM cannot even take a little bit of rational decision-making and justification. When Blue Hair Lady and Kangaroo rule, it had no justification, it had no analysis, it had no rationale. All it had was oppression and stifling the UNC. But they couldn't rattle we fight on. So thank you, PNM, for letting us know how strong we really is. All your set of weak mama pools. Ladies and gentlemen, take a listen, take a look. Vishnu, run it by. Bless.
Remember to take the gospel of the PNM and to spread it in your homes, your villages, in your offices, and throughout the length and breadth of Trinidad and Tobago.
Senator Roberts, please. You just made a whole speech. Fascinating as this is, I really would like you to get to the point, please. No, but get it a little faster.
Thing for you to make you happy. The point of the
Senator
bill...
Roberts, it's not about my happiness. It's about my ensuring the smooth running and functioning of this Senate. Roberts, Senator Roberts, you're going down a path that I do not think is proper. Therefore, you have a few seconds. I would ask you to wrap up your contribution.
Madam President, I don't know what part you thought I was going on because I am not sure what part. But I'm saying today that we are here, Trinidad and Tobago.
Has expired, Minister of Finance. Senator Roberts, number one, you just made another speech. Number two, that question, if it was a question, is not allowed.
And I'm interrupted, yes, ma'am. No.
Senator Roberts, and I would also ask you, please, to just lower your voice a little bit. The acoustics in here are quite good, and there's no need to be shouting. Senator Roberts, if that is the case, then try to whisper.
I will certainly try to make you happy. I notice that I've been interrupted quite a bit. It's okay.
Senator Roberts, listen. And there is no conversation going on between you and me, okay? I make the rulings, you abide by it. To you, Senator Roberts, that you need to tone it down. Tone it down.
President, I would love to know what standing order, please, is tone it down. Because I've read and I have not seen it. Please advise.
Well, no, that's very good for you. If you are reading and you're not seeing it, I am saying to you, and I have said it repeatedly, unless someone wants to question the authority of the presiding officer, I am saying to you, tone it down.
Which member, I always adhere to every rule of this house.
You and I cannot speak at the same time. Okay? And while you can be passionate, you will observe the rules. And I'm not in a conversation with you. I am ruling here now. Okay? We all have to know when we've crossed the line, fun is fun, banter is banter. But when I speak, I speak.
Chair, I apologize.
I have not asked you to speak. Please continue, Minister.
By yourself.
Member for
that
Caroni
after the-
Central. Member for Caroni Central.
After
Please,
you-
member for Caroni Central. Please take your seat.
Why are we muting the leader of the opposition microphone?
Member for Superior. Member for Superior. Would you kindly propose your motion in the text of your motion?
Well, if you put my mic on, I will continue so to do.
The motion states.
Madam Speaker, why are you muting the leader?
Is it an attempt to silence the opposition?
Is the leader of opposition being muted?
Madam Speaker, is democracy dead in this parliament? Madam Speaker, could we have some decency in terms of how this process is being conducted this morning? Madam Speaker, this House has been hijacked.